The Biden administration is reportedly preparing to ease sanctions on Venezuela so the South American country can increase oil production. That's after OPEC announced its plans to decrease production.
The Wall Street Journal reports that the Biden administration is on its way to scale back sanctions against Venezuela so that Chevron Corporation can resume pumping oil there. That would reportedly reopen doors to the American and European oil markets for Venezuela. The Journal reports that the U.S. expects the Maduro regime to cooperate with Venezuela's opposition and hold free and fair elections in 2024 in exchange for the sanctions relief. That comes after OPEC Plus announced they'll cut oil production by 2 million barrels per day, their biggest decrease since 2020. Earlier this year, President Biden tried to get OPEC to increase production. Rock Zierman is the vice president of the Domestic Energy Producers Alliance. He tells NTD turning to Venezuela is the wrong thing to do at this time.
At a time when we have war in Eastern Europe, when we have the hurricane season in the Gulf, now is the time to be harnessing our own energy resources. It is not the time to go begging to dictators all over the world to please give us the energy, which we have here at home if we were just given permission to go out and harness it.
The Biden administration has been criticized in the past for not increasing domestic oil production. The White House responded that domestic producers already have leases that they're not using. Zierman says having a lease doesn't automatically mean being able to get oil.
Having a lease is only the first step of a long journey to actually getting permission to drill. You have to do environmental review. Then you have to prove whether or not there's oil there. Just because somebody gets a lease doesn't necessarily mean that there's oil there. It's perspective.
Biden's National Security Council reportedly pointed out that democratic progress in Venezuela is key for their oil production, saying there are no plans to change our sanctions policy without constructive steps from the Maduro regime. They say the deal can still fall through if the conditions aren't met. Reporting by Arian Pastar, NTD News.